Like, we don't have anything in our hand. We have a Thunder Dragon Arc and a Matrix, but the thing with this deck is that it can just keep comboing every single turn because of our insane follow-ups like Chaos Ruler, Chaos Space, Thunder Dragon Fusion, and all these thunder effects in the graveyard. Plus, we even have a Mizuki on top, so like, what more could we ask for? What's up, guys? This is Tcg Sam here, and in today's video, I'm going to be doing a duel replay of a new Chaos Lightsworn 60-card Thunder Dragon combo deck that I found really cool. It was inspired from Jesse Kotton's deck a few months ago, so I decided to try it out in today's format. But before we begin, I just want to ask you guys to please remember, if you haven't already, leave a like, comment, subscribe, because it really helps keep me motivated to keep posting more videos. But without any further ado, let's just hop straight in. So starting off, we win the die roll and we choose to go first. Our opening hand is going to be Shiranui Solitaire, Chaos Space, Levineers, Darkworm, Valkyria. So the thing with Solitaire is it's an instant rank level 8 synchro, and of course the Chaotic Magical Dragon is, or whatever its name is, the Chaos level 8 synchro is really good. So we're going to start off with Solitaire using its effect. Our opponent's going to Ash Blossom it. Oh, our opponent started with Widow Anchor, Terraforming, Mystic Mind, Gamma, Ash. So he's on Sky Strikers. Discard Valkyria to search Black Dragon, Call-Up Serpent. The thing is, I couldn't discard Darkworm because I drew my one light Chaos target off of Hard Druid, so I couldn't search Valkyria off. Otherwise, I'd be discarding the Darkworm. But it is what it is. We special summon the Call-Up Serpent, make Striker. We don't use Striker effect. It's just a free dragon body to get onto the board. Free Dark Attribute for later on. Space is gonna put back Black Dragon and draw a card. Draw Dragon Ravine. That's not great because we were just about to make Romulus anyways. Romulus and White effect. Activate Ravine. Ravine dump. Darkworm. Then we're gonna dump a Safer. Activate another Ravine, discarding the Levineer, sending Galactic Spiral. Safer just adds back Levineer as a follow-up for next turn. Yeah, you can see we didn't really have that great of a hand. We really needed the Chaos Synchro to resolve, and I really needed not to draw the Valkyria, but you know, sometimes these things happen. But anyways, I'm just going to fast forward through our opponent's turn because this is a very long duel replay. So he misses with the Area 0, activates Mystic Mind, pass, and from here we just pass a bunch of turns. And the reason, of course, I didn't scoop because I am playing more cards than him, so you can't try to deck me out. So I knew eventually he'd have to do something, so I started to set monsters because the thing against Strikers is if you're in this kind of game and you're not going to deck out, I think you should start setting monsters, because if you set monsters, they can't steal with Widow Anchor, they can't pop it. Yeah, they can't pop with Afterburners, and like at that point they're gonna struggle killing you because you're not really gonna have anything on the board for them to steal, and like you have a bunch of chump blockers if you really need. And once they finally commit to making a play, you can just flip all these guys up and link it to Nightmare Phoenix or Unicorn or something, and then you're good. So our opponent, I guess he felt safe with Ash, Niv, and Gamma in hand. I guess I would too. This is pretty nice. We start with a Phoenix, chain blocking the Phoenix, and then we get a Matrix Search. Next, I crash the Phoenix, and then that brings out Ray. And because like I either figured he would bring out Ray, and that would allow me to drop Levineer, or if he didn't bring out Ray to try to force me to pass turn, I'm also okay with that because Mystic Mind would die in the end phase. But he lets it resolve. I pop everything except for the Ray, because the Ray isn't really that big of a threat to me right now. He can make a Kaina, sure, but it doesn't really matter. Next, I summon out Black, bring out Galactic Spiral. This card is really nice. It's a free extender in the hand or the graveyard, and it can make everything level 8. So, but I just decided to make a Galaxy-sized Photon Lord to try and play around Nib, because I figured with the 6-card hand, he's bound to have a bunch of hand traps. Next, I use HALQ, bringing back Matrix. Then I drop the Chaos Ruler. Chaos Ruler is really nice because you can recycle a bunch of stuff. From here, my opponent activates the Ray, chains Nib, and like at this point I knew he had Gamma. Otherwise, why would he bother doing that? So I feel like I had to still negate it, even though I knew he had the Gamma, but he did have the Gamma, which is unfortunate. So our whole board gets wiped. So it's a pretty close game. We played through a couple turns of mine. we got nibbed, gammaed, hashed, all the whole shebang. Dragon Ravine discarding Ravine, and he's just gonna negate it. Next, he Harpy Feather Dusters me, which is okay. But like, I just scoop it up because I just have nothing in my hand that I can really use. So we go to the next game. Starting hand is Stenko Seka, Evenly, Lightning Storm, Roar, and Thunder Dragon. So a little too many going second cards, but I mean, I feel like I had to side a lot because I had to be able to see at least one in a 60 card deck, but I just drew too many. But no matter. We have all these. We have the Danger, which is really nice because it's so big. Next, I normal summon Denko, activate Thunderbird. But like, I just got really unlucky. He sniped my Thunderbird. So yeah, if he didn't snipe it, I would have had 5,800 plus 1,700, which is like 7,500 on board. It's incredible. We pretty much just would have almost won the game right then and there. But unfortunately, he hit Thunderbird, and like, it just allowed me to pop this guy. He top decks Rose, which is nice. He lets me get his striker play started. He Kaina's my Bigfoot. Goes for Hayate. Hayate effect, Afterburners. Kagari at Afterburners. Activate Afterburners, pop Denko. End phase Shiz is going to search a Hornet Jones for a follow-up. Set Afterburners. I tribute summon the Thunder Dragon to crash with the Shizuku because I wanted to fill my graveyard. I want to clear my field, for like evenly matched and Lightning Storm later on in the game. But like you can see here, I allow him to get all this advantage because I'm gonna hit him with the evenly or Lightning Storm because I'm pretty sure he wouldn't be really expecting at this point, and he doesn't because he just plays right into it by searching Widow Anchor and setting Widow Anchor. So the evenly match is potentially huge. Surprisingly, he keeps the Shizuku instead of the multi-roll, which I thought was a little incorrect because he has a follow-up in Hornet Drones anyways, so you can still make a striker play next turn. And multi-roll is at 1, and it's just like his best resource. But from here, I banished 3 lights to activate Levianeer. I'm trying to bring back a card like one of the Dangers to make a rank 8. But my opponent activates Valor, but that allows us to use triple Tactics Talents. Drawing into White Dragon and Thunder Dragon Dark, which is pretty nice. Banish the Bigfoot. Tribute Summon for Roar. Wyvern Buster effect is going to search black. Turn the Roar and the Levianeer into Anaconda. I actually don't play Dragoon. I play the Thunder Dragon Fusion, but I know he'd be forced to do something like nib here. And that's exactly what he does. He nibs the board. And yeah, that's the other thing too. If he like was planning to nib me later on, he definitely shouldn't have kept the Shizuku. He should have just kept the multi-roll. But anyways, I'm just forced to pass, but it doesn't matter because he can't really kill me, even if he top decks Array. So he just ends up setting droplets. I set a Matrix here because my hand isn't great either. I can't really combo with much. It's just unfortunate. I also forgot to use Dragon Dark in the end phase to thin out my deck, so that was my mistake. I don't make that mistake again. I use Dragon Dark, search Dragon Dark, top deck a Raiden, normal summon the Raiden, activate Raiden effect. He droplets it, and I think that I didn't really care about its effect to begin with. I just wanted to make the Chaotic Magical Ruler, the Synchro level 8, but then he drew Gamma, so I guess that's why he was so eager to get rid of his stuff. He Gamma's my Chaos Ruler, and then from here, I decided to tactics look at his hand because I figured at this point he had to be holding another hand trap. And before I make any combo plays with like Chaotic Magical Ruler, Banishing Dark or something, or Roar, I just have to make sure. And I was right. He did have a nib, but I didn't really care about it because I could just pass at this point, and his nib would be dead for another turn. That's exactly what I do. Top decks a Gamma, passes. Draw for turn. I bring back the Chaos Magical Ruler at Thunder Dragon Hawk. Hawk effect is going to bring back Dark, and we just swing for game. Going to game 3, he makes us go first. And the strategy against strikers is you just pass going first, so that way they can't Mystic Mine you. They can't use TTT when they try to break your board. And what are they really going to realistically do to you even when they're going second? Like, they can do 1500 with Hayate and pass. And like, that's exactly just what happens. Like, you can see he had a droplet that he would have been able to break my board with, a Tactics Talent, a Mystic Mine, and like, I could have just lost the game from there. But Now I only have to deal with 2 forms of interruption on my turn, and I still kept in cards like Evenly, Denko, Lightning Storm, just as huge blowouts against them. Our Allures isn't really that good. We don't have that great of a hand, but we are able to trigger Roar to summon HALQ, and the reason I summon HALQ is because I need to use this effect to shuffle my hand back into my deck. I start with Jackalope. Jackalope effect is gonna hit the Chaos Creator, draw 1, draw evenly, so it's a little unfortunate we drew evenly, but I really think we could still break his board without it. Activate Allure, draw Lightning Storm, charge, then we're gonna banish the Chaos Creator. Activating the Charge of Light Brigade, we mill a Chaos Space, but we mill a Unizombie, which isn't great, because it makes our Solitaire dead. We make a Phoenix, popping his, there can be only one for later on. Next, I activate HALQ to shuffle everything back except the Solitaire, so that was a mistake. I still thought I had Unizombie in my deck to be able to normal summon Solitaire, activate its effect. The Solitaire was just completely dead, so I should have just shuffled it back into my deck as well. Activating Gold Sark, banishing Dark to search Fusion, and the reason I search Fusion is because I know that at some point I'm going to be able to... I already have 3 Thunders in my graveyard, and I was saving this in case he nibs me, so I can at least have a Titan to interact with my opponent on his turn later on. Discarding Space to add a Chaos Creator. Space puts back a Chaos Creator, draws a Thunder Dragon Dark. Next we summon the Chaos Creator. Matrix effect adds another Matrix. Effect the Chaos Creator, bring back Unizombie, which is a nice tuner. Unizombie effect on itself, and then a normal Solitaire. So like this was my way of getting around the fact that I couldn't use Solitaire effect. Because just summoning this is so huge. If you guys don't know what it does, you excavate the top 5, add an excavated light or dark to your hand, and just send the rest to the graveyard. And then in the graveyard, you banish 1 light and 1 dark, and you're supposed to summon it back as a level 8 3k body, which is just absolutely incredible, to be honest. Next I mill 5. I grab back the Chaos Emperor Dragon of Armageddon. I guess I could have arguably brought back a Seyfert, and then discarded Seyfert for something like Unicorn, getting rid of his back row. And then Seyfert could have banished itself to add back Chaos Dragon Armageddon, but I wanted to save it for later on for if I build like Levinia or something. Here make Appaloosa just in case he was holding a hand trap, being greedy with it. Next I banish 2 for Chaos Dragon of Armageddon. I believe... Yeah, I can use it the same turn to Center Graveyard, which is really incredible. Here I do this to make a rank 8. I make a Ding. The reason I make Ding is because I'm going to send his Shizuku, and when he triggers Ray, I'm just going to negate it. And if he has Nib here, it really doesn't matter because we got our Chaos Ruler back into the graveyard, plus we still have 2 interruptions off of our Thunder Dragon Titan at that point. So, next, we pop his Shiz, negate his Ray, activate Thunder Dragon Fusion, making a Thunder Dragon Titan, and just passing. Activates Mystic Mine. I chain Titan. He chains Droplets, sending only a spell. So that was lucky he didn't draw a monster, because I could have been in a very bad spot if the mine stuck on the board. But my thing resolves, and I pop his mine. It doesn't matter to me at this point what he does, because as long as he doesn't kill me this turn, I just have so much follow-up in my graveyard. I have a free search off of Thunder Dragon Fusion, which some of you may or may not know, it can actually search Chaos Creator, because Chaos Creator is a Thunder monster. Plus I have the level 8 Chaos Ruler that's coming back and triggering my Thunder effects when I banish them from the graveyard. So my opponent just goes for the regular Striker plays. There's not really much he can do other than go into a card like Access Code. He can pop my whole board, and with his Shizuku, and there can be only 1, 2 of all things. And look, like we don't have anything in our hand. We have a Thunder Dragon Arc and a Matrix, but the thing with this deck is that it can just keep comboing every single turn because of our insane follow-ups like Chaos Ruler, Chaos Space, Thunder Dragon Fusion, and all these Thunder effects in the graveyard. Plus we even have a Mizuki on top, so like, what more could we ask for? Honestly, I think this is a really, really nice follow-up deck, because even if your board gets broken, like, and our board wasn't even bad too. We had an Appaloosa with guaranteed 3 negates because we had a Ding to protect it, and then 2 pops with Titan. And like, that wasn't bad considering like we we didn't really have that great of a hand to begin with. We had to resort to HALQ shuffling it back. So yeah, I'm just gonna show you the amount of follow-ups this deck has. It's absolutely insane. I triggered all my graveyard effects. Safer. Oh yeah, Safer also brings back the Chaos Emperor. So now we have like 3 Chaos monsters, and this is just game at this point. Like I can 11-year pop whatever his back row is. If it's a Solemn or whatever, and he stops it, it doesn't matter. We're just continuing to go off here. Here I make a Galaxy Eyes Photon Lord to play around the last unknown card in his hand. I'm pretty sure one of them was unknown. I don't really remember, but the point is, I have the capacity to make rank A for free, so I may as well. Mizuki brings back a Unizombie. HALQ brings back Dark. Then I synchro for Borreload Savage Dragon, which is also nice. I can equip a Phoenix. Like, the reason I equipped Phoenix is because I was going for game here, and I needed as much attack as possible. Next, I summon Chaos Creator, bringing back Bigfoot and recycling some of my cards. Activate the Chaos effect. Add back Safer. Normal the Safer, and from here it's just game because I can negate his Ray with the Savage and swing with everything for game. So that was a pretty I felt like it was 3 very, very nice duels. 3 close duels, really. There were no, like, one-sided duels. You can see here that on our turn, we only started with these 2 cards. And the crazy thing is, we didn't even use them. So every single card you see here was because of our graveyard follow-up, which is just absolutely insane. But with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you want to see more test hands of this, then let me know in the comments below. I can definitely do that. But with that being said, once again, I just want to thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked it, leave a like, comment, subscribe, because it really helps keep me motivated to keep posting more videos like this. And I guess I will see you guys soon. Take care, guys.